Hello, this is Kevin with K&K Woodscapes. Just wanted to take time to introduce you to my trophies here and my plaques. We make these handmade and finished all here in the wonderful city of Laverne, California. And I'll be doing a giveaway for one of my prototypes I made. It's a track trophy for Michael McDowell's win at the Indianapolis Road Course. All you gotta do is scan the QR code and like and follow my Instagram page, and I'll pick a winner next Sunday. Good luck to everyone and have fun out there racing.
Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the R07 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa. My two children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the little Eves. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, 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 amen.
All right, Jared. Good evening. This is Kevin, Kyle here with Jared Kelly, and I guess speaker David Owens, I believe, is joining us here tonight. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, hold on. We might have some audio issues. Give me 1 second here as I figure this out. One minute, 1 second here. Jared, you guys have a copy? Jared and David, you guys got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I've been talking for like the last minute, and my bad. All right, guys, we are sorry about that technical difficulties here. We are getting ready to go green flag racing here at Daytona for the Bonfire Premier League Series, and I'll get this thing going back live. Jared, we're still on the warm-up lap, getting everyone started here. But
Perfect.
yeah. And I think we're joined here also special guest announcer David Owens will be joining us, giving us some inside tips and tricks here on his race today. So we'll be joined by him also throughout the night. And just glad for everyone to be here tonight and joining us here for this race here at Daytona. 92 laps, I believe we have. And looks like Kevin Kyle might have got a pole there, Jared. First time he's ever sat on a pole.
Yeah, great lap by Kevin Kyle, 49.483, almost 200ths faster than outside pole sitter Justin Malarkey with Jason Landry. Last week's winner at Suzuka. In that third position, David Medina in the fourth position, followed by Joe Vulpes and David Owens with a third row lockout, I believe. And then Nicholas Mazza, a road course ringer from the Cabo K Sunday Night Skippy Series and Monday car. With Jared Kelly, myself, on the outside, sitting there in P8.
All right, Jared, that pace car looks like it's coming off. Lights are off. About to go green flag racing. That waiting for that starter to wave that flag. All right, good start off the line as they take the first lap here around Daytona. I believe we have 24 drivers today, I believe, or 22 drivers.
22.
Yes, okay.
Big jump out front for Kevin Kyle as he rockets around in the bottom here. 99 of, I believe, Jax Duval going to go up to the bottom of the apron. It looked like he was lagging back, but...
Oh, Kevin's already getting out of control with a push. Does not seem comfortable up there. Already getting a little nervous as that outside line starts to pull past him already. As David Owens is going to come up to his door right now. As Landry's debating on which line to go. He thinks better staying behind Kevin and takes the high line around him as that freight train keeps on rolling by.
David Owens going there to the bottom, going to try and pull Kevin Kyle with a toe around the bottom lane as he wants to get up to the front. And remember, there's one extra bonus point for leading a lap, so everyone's going to take it while they can.
Jared, you know what the problem is tonight? Why this broadcast is getting off to a rocky start is because I didn't pour myself a glass of wine.
Can't forget to mention that old Kevin Kyle got watching into next week's All-Star race.
Oh, man. Kevin Kyle, an all-star again.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
hard.
have to fall back on the fan vote.
Yeah, it's tough being an all-star, man, but someone's got to do it.
Well, unfortunately for you, Kev, there's about, like, I believe 15 other all-stars that are going to be in there with you, so.
Damn it. Hey, David Owens, give me another, give me an audio check real quick while you're in here.
Mic check, one thing.
Okay.
That bottom line just couldn't get going with anything there early on.
So this way, Chris, I don't want to think that.
Yeah, so the guys, the 50, the 55, and the 52, that's a lot of 50s in there. We were all hooked up there in our own little voice chat. So we were all working together. We wanted to get single file best we could just to work with each other. So we're there. We're where we were at. But too early in the race to be making moves for the win. You still got a lot of laps here to go. 90 laps here at Daytona.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's doing a great job, you know, just settling in, just getting comfortable with how everything's going. I think I saw David Owens' hand out the window of that Ford Mustang letting Kevin know to come on and hit me. Come on and push me, Kevin. But Kevin seems to be having a little tentative there, getting the back to the back bumper there. Also, Joe Vulpes needs to help Kevin probably get up there also to help that push as that inner line starts to fade just a little bit.
Well, and everybody doesn't want to be that guy that causes a big wreck here at Daytona and gets the finger pointed at him. So definitely saving you the embarrassment there of causing a wreck here at Daytona.
Yeah, causing the big one that early on is never a good thing. So it's better to always err on the side of caution when it comes to these super speedway races.
Well, I remember 3 seasons ago, I believe it was lap 2, a big one happened on the front straightaway going through the tri-oval and took out a lot of good cars. I think there was probably maybe 10 people still on the lead lap.
Yeah, that was a rough race that season. Definitely took out a lot of good cars, good competitive cars.
I almost won that race.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades there, Jared.
Well, I'll take them as I get them. Nick Mills going slipping and sliding throughout the field. A little bit close to 3 wide action there at the front of the field.
Yeah, Landry thought about it, but he didn't let them intrusive thoughts get better of him. He backed out of there and just fell back in line.
Well, I believe the 50 was getting shoved by the Bonfire Racing League car and just got too far up there and put on the outside quarter panel of Justin Malarkey, and they figured might as well go back to where we were. Justin Malarkey getting a shove down the back straightaway from Jason.
Looks to be a second group forming way in the back, trying to stay out of trouble. I think that's with Chris Morrill and Justin White and a couple other cars in the back there, just keeping their distance just in case something was to happen up front.
Yeah, that's a dangerous strategy with the way the air goes around these next-gen cars. It's really hard to get back up to that lead pack when you're that far behind, and especially with the little amount of cars they've got against this big too wide field.
Come up, Renner.
Looked like the bottom lane was trying to form up there, trying to get a run. But out front, smooth sailing for David Medina. Oh, it looked like Nick almost got up in there in the fence, saw a little bit of smoke coming off the rear of his car.
Oh, and there goes Nick shooting the middle between Owens and David Buell. Is he going to take over that low inside line?
Yeah, Nick, a very aggressive super speedway racer, very comfortable here. Had to be comfortable with the way the championship was set up at Talladega the seasons before. He had to be aggressive as he almost looked 3 wide there in the middle for the lead.
Yeah, you do get an extra bonus point for leading a lap here at these races, so I think he's looking for that extra bonus point.
Watch the run. He gets down the back straightaway. If he gets one, he should have positive momentum running off that top lane. Now he just has to get to the start-finish line first to be confirmed as leading this lap.
Not if David Owens and David Medina has anything to say about it with that great push on the inside.
Yeah, bottom lane is formed up really good. Everybody following in line. But it does look like maybe Nick Mills will lead the lap. Yes, he does.
He squeaks that one out as now he's taking over the lead on the outside line. Looks like Mills might have had enough leading up there in the front. He's going to drop back on a pretty treacherous part of the apron, if I do say so myself, as he able to rejoin quite well. Hopefully going to get back in that draft. It's almost like Nick Mills knew something was happening. He felt a disturbance in the force, and he had to bail out of there.
I think he just wanted to lead that lap and get out of there. Looking back through my stat sheet, it looks like at Daytona throughout all the seasons of Bonfire, where there's only been 2 repeat winners at Daytona. That's David Medina, who was leading now, who's running in the second position, winning 2 races at Daytona early in the Bonfire life cycle, and Nate Maurer, who isn't in this race, but he also has 2 wins here at this racetrack.
Jared, great pull stats right there, pulling those up out of the history books. Great call on that as David Owens takes the high line and Kevin Kyle follows up right behind him. Those two seem to be attached right now.
Lap car coming up. Let's go 3 wide.
Big move there by Kevin Kyle.
Sliding up front, Jason Landry there, trying to carry the momentum.
It looks like the lead pack's coming up on a lap car. I wonder if that's going to spell trouble with them trying to get around them.
It's always the worst to see that lap car in front of the 2 wire field. You never really know what's going to happen, as that's the 42 of Derek Jacobs.
And here comes the field. 879 looks to pull up. Oh, they get touched just a little.
Reckon.
Oh my God, all the humanity. Oh, David Brenner gets T-boned right in the side by Dennis Puckett. Oh my God, did someone check in on David Brenner? Oh, the window car is not moving. AMR safety crew is out on their way to David Brenner. Oh, he does have a refire. He is conscious. He has got that car back moving forward, as that was a terrible wreck there. Let's me go back to my my replays here. See if we can take a look. Gonna mute that real quick, and then we'll power of technology here. Oh, hey now, gotta transform this to fit screen. All right. As we take a look here, as it's going to be the 11 of David Owens, and I think that's Nick. Forgot his last name. It's
Nick Mazza.
Mazza. Okay, looks like Mazza's going to start going up high in that middle lane to try to get ready to clear that lap traffic, but David Owens holding his line, kind of pinching just a little bit. Not really, I'd say, but they just barely kiss. A little kiss there on the door panel. Gets David Owens loose. David tries to save it, but that rear end just gets a little too loose. Starts coming down, back downhill the track. And Kevin Kyle's like, hits the brakes. I see the smoke come off the 31. Then he tries to shoot the gap, it looks like. And Owens just gets back into the right rear quarter fender of Nick, and it's all over for the rest of the field. That is a hard wreck into that outer safer barrier wall. Jason Landry somehow gets out of this.
Oh, look at the 55. Oh, so close.
So close.
Jason's up in there, and the 55 just scoots on by.
Barely. Let's see. I think I got another look at this. Here we go. We're on board here with David Brenner. A little onboard action here. Take one more look at from his point of view. Jared, you did just barely miss that accident.
Oh, right into the. Oh.
Take one more look at it here. Just that little touch can set off a chain reaction like that, but only collects a couple good cars. Oof, David Beal just helps Landry get into that mix a little bit more. Comes down and gets Brenner, and then Dennis Tataki's number 12 has nowhere to go as he slaps right into the 52. All right. Well, there we go, folks. Unfortunate for David Owens and Kevin Kyle. I know that put them a few laps back for the rest of the day. They're out to see if they can get any lucky lucky dogs there to get back any of their laps here at Daytona, but it's going to be tough sledding for the rest of them for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and as we hit 1 to go here, the field's going to be going 2 by 2 with Joe Volpes leading after pit stops happening. Joe and I believe the 55 taking all 4 tires along with the rest of the field, trying to get these cars stable, because the older these tires get on the banking, the harder they are to manage and hang on to pushes and shoves. So I believe most of the field getting fuel and tires.
All right, I think Buell was involved, Owens, David Brenner, Kevin Kyle. Nick did disconnect, I think, after that accident. I think he had too much. Looks like they rolled that car back into the garage. But everyone else looks like they're going to get the repairs done on their cars and get back out there eventually. All right, Jared, the pace car is off. Jared Kelly, Joseph Volpes out front of that line. Let's see what happens here as they get ready to go back green flag racing after that horrible accident.
Yeah, and Joe takes off on the field. That's a huge gap separating him and Justin Malarkey. Most of the time, you don't really want to have that big of a gap, because here comes the outside bro.
Check up.
All right, looks like Jared's got that outside line. Foreman does not seem to want to go down to take that yellow line. He likes the high line, it seems. As he might have blinked there for a second. He's disappeared on us. Jared Kelly, where did he go?
All right.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back.
The magic trick.
Now you see me, now you don't. Joseph Volpes going down below the yellow lines, trying to make a move. There's Stephen Neal in that 445, also making a move as Jason Landry's got some momentum now on the inside line. Mills almost into the wall again. Landry's going to slide back up in front of that number 8 of Mills.
Yeah, we don't usually see this kind of racing kind of up near the wall like we do in real life. It's usually 2 by 2 at the very bottom. If it does get single file, it's at the very bottom, as Kyle Lynott and Justin Malarkey make a move to the bottom, then so does the rest of the field.
As Nick Mills is all over the back of that Takis Ford Mustang of Dennis Puckett, trying to shove him up there to make it catch up to the rest of the field. Ryan Twinham looking to take that high line in front of Dennis. Does complete the maneuver as that outside line is going to get a little bit stronger now. That leaves a hole for Jason Landry to scoot up to Jake O'Shea there.
And these cars went back racing around lap 19, and we're sitting at 22, estimated around 30 laps on a fuel run. Oh, as fuel 55 gets a little loose there for the show from Kyle Lynott. Going to break up that bottom lane.
Monkey
Pretty
see,
wide
monkey
in the
do
middle.
there.
Yeah, around 30 laps estimated is a fuel run here. Half a gallon per lap. As we have lap cars coming in front.
Looks like that's Owens coming out of the pit lane. Looks like he's got his repairs on that Ford Mustang NOS Energy drink car there, and he's going to get back out on the track. As there's David Brenner, and I cannot see who else is out there with Brenner right now. Might be David Buell.
Gotta go a little right.
Oh, the lap car is
Feel
going to
good.
stay by.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jake gets a little loose there at 77. He almost touches the outside wall there. As Dennis Puckett is in that 12 car down low, having a little hard time there getting that line going, but now Justin Malarkey jumps down in front of Dennis and seems to has energized that lower line as they now make the push up to the front as the two Fulcrum cars now are connected at number 9 and 73 of David Medina Sr. and Justin Malarkey are now connected. But another two teammates are up top connected also. That's Ryan Twinham and Nick Mills. I'm not sure if they're teammates.
Nah, they're not teammates.
They're bitter rivals. Ex-teammates, the bitter rivals, these two. But they've been known to work together. Let's see what they can accomplish here. Big run there by the 3. Right behind Dennis. Is going to give Dennis a big push. That outside line now surging door to door now with the leader of Medina. Here comes Dennis Puckett in the number 12 Takis Ford Mustang or Chevy Camaro. I can't remember what it was. As he's going to get a lead lap there.
That's huge for Dennis Puckett.
Oh, Jake O'Shea up in the wall again. Almost gets involved in a 15 as they go 3 wide underneath him. As he's going to lose that momentum coming out of that safer barrier wall. Close call there.
Yeah, and that just ruins the outside lane. Only 4 cars up there against this freight train on the bottom.
But here they come again. As Kyle Lynott and Jake O'Shea's got their stuff together now. Looks like they're going to be coming right to the back bumper of Mills. Let's see if this push can pull anything here.
Ryan's going to the apron. He's blinking.
Ryan Twinham blinking? I had never heard that before. That's news to me.
So close to leading that lap bonus.
Yeah, that inside line's definitely the strong line right now. There's just a few cars. That looks like Gary Wright trying to make it outside line work. He should be able to get up there to Kyle Lynott, though, no problem, as that will help that outside line get a little more momentum. Now Jake O'Shea's leading that low side.
And here comes Jason Landry and company to the top lane behind Gary Wright. Gonna try and add cars to that top lane, try and getting around the bottom. Doesn't work out though, so they're gonna stay committed to the bottom.
Great push there by the 9 of Medina. You can see him just giving Jake O'Shea a shove there out of our frame. As Dennis is doing everything he can to hold on to that front spot right now, doing a great job up front.
Oh, Gary Wright up into the fence.
Yeah, Gary Wright's right in that wall. He finally gets that Ford Mustang off the wall, but he's lost every position he had gained. Landry in P10 right now as Jared Kelly and Brian Twinham pulling up in 9th and 8th place, respectively. Now Ryan decides to be the pusher for Nick as they start to try to work together to push Dennis forward. As that top line might have a chance to get something going here. Maybe more people will join them, seeing who's up there.
Momentum is just not there for the top lane. 3 cars is nothing against this train on the bottom.
Yeah, just way more organized, more cars, just more energy down there. Seems like Dennis gets a little loose or just isn't ready for that turn off the banking as he seems to keep going right towards that wall off of turn 4.
Sun's going down here at Daytona. That means the track's going to be cooling off, going to get more grip in it. That outside lane just has enough cars to be of a nuisance, but here comes the 55 to the top.
Yep, now they got the numbers on the outside line about even. Let's see how this pans out now. If they can get Dennis back up to the front.
Nick sliding down to the bottom, gonna let Dennis in. But here comes Justin White to the outside as well. Haven't seen his name much. He's been kind of running in the back. He's here helping these 3 cars at the top.
Yeah, we'll go on board here with Justin White and that grinds number. Forgot what number he was off the top of my head. 28? Yes, 28. I knew it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Jared, I can see a lap car up there in the distance. That looks like that's the brick of Kevin Kyle there. Let's see what the field does trying to get around him this time.
Looks like Kevin's going to be going down below the apron. Let these cars go by.
What a gentleman. I'm sure Kevin Kyle gets out of the way of everybody. this race.
Looks
Yeah,
like
just
the Mustang of Kyle Lynott going to the top lane as well. Senses the momentum.
You got the two Davids up there again. That's Owens and Buell. Those are going to be lap cars that the field's going to have to work around also.
Double high. Please.
Over the radio, Jake asked the lap cars go to the top lane.
Cars, do it together.
Oh, and his fuel gets shoved up into the wall.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
No respect.
The day couldn't get worse for David Beal. It just did. Oh, and Landry's getting leaned on.
Oh, Kelly comes down and gonna snatch away P5 right there as those two lap cars didn't do any favors. They split up. One took the high, one took the low, and made it as difficult as possible for the field to get through.
Yeah, but you got one lap car blending right in the middle of the field there, so.
Oh,
Joey Logano in Atlanta.
Oh, there's some words from the peanut gallery finally. There he is.
Just sitting back and enjoying the show. Gotta leave it to the professionals in here.
Oh, I pulled a old Joey Logano on a buddy of mine this race.
As Dennis pops out to the top lane, trying to see if anybody goes with him. Nobody does. Closing in, close to the halfway point. About 10 more laps.
That's our fuel window, Jared. We got 10 more laps looking forward to the pit.
No.
Oh.
Way more. We got like 20.
Okay.
Everybody here has to at least do 2 more stops. So there's no fuel saving for anybody.
As they have gone to a single file right now. Interesting how the race has turned into single file right now. Well, Joseph Fulpus and looks like that's Jax the Ball, I believe. No, I am wrong. Yes, I am right. That's 99 Goldfish car, Jax the Ball. They seem to be using that high line, see if they can get anyone that jump out in front of them or join them behind that. Stephen Neal also trying to make that high line work, but no match for this bottom line. That's just clicking off the laps right now. Lap 38. I think these guys, everyone's just kind of content to get some more laps under their belt here as this race continues to click down.
I don't know. Look at that 3 car. He's lagging back, coming with a huge run with the 55 right behind him, shoving, generating a run. And you see those guys lag back. They're generating a run. Going to try and make a move on the outside. Beautiful hood sponsor off that 55 car because everybody needs them performance bodies and parts, especially after today.
There's going to be lots of parts being shipped out, Jared. I can say that for sure.
Here they come.
And Joseph Vulpes and Kyle, Jax the Ball have been working together. Their outside line might be helping them out here as they might join up to that outside train now. Be pulling up lots of spots of where they started from earlier in the run. As now Ryan Twinham's going to be on the back bumper of Jake Shea here as they battle it out. Big push there by Ryan on the back bumper of Jake. Woo!
car, Ryan Twynham, to the lead. Can he lead the lap without blinking out?
That car comes from the top to the bottom. Back the lane up.
Closing in on the fuel window, about 7 more laps. Maybe when we start seeing pit stop, maybe 5.
Oh, Justin, y'all can drag the brake.
Most of the field single file now, anticipating green flag pit stops. As Joe Volpes blinks out there on the top lane in front of his teammate Jax Duvall.
Guess that's a no.
Dragging as much as we can, but we can't lose this big pack right here. We're trying, but we're getting falling further and further behind no matter how much more we drag.
Got some audio transmissions there between, looks like that sounded like Justin White and David Owens.
Yeah, they're just trying to get hooked up.
You were pushed instead of trying to side rep and get around me. Have them.
I didn't know if he had damage or not.
Oh, just that big check experience.
Oh, as Joseph dives back in line there behind Jason Landry. Oh, Kyle gives him a big shot. That's going to push out Chris Campbell a little bit as that line gets a little treacherous.
Kevin, you might have to go around to that damage.
Damn poor buddy, I just figured for something we could try to work together here, see if you can catch on the back of me.
Both y'all go high.
David, I'm gonna go backstretch stuff.
Here they come again. 2 lap cars to the bottom of the racetrack, gonna stay out of the way.
Now look out for those bumps on the backstretch on the apron. They are treacherous. I had to deal with them all race long. Oh, is there on the bump stops there? Ryan Twinham's car scraping on the ground. Oh, he's blinking. There's Ryan blinking. He's there and he's not. Now you see me, now you don't. Ryan Twinham. Oh.
Yeah, from first-hand experience, having that happen to you or happen right in front of you and you don't know where the car's at, all you have to do is hold your lane, stay committed to where you're at. You have no idea when they're going to pop back up into place.
Holy, there he is on the outside line. Great job there by Jared Kelly and company. As Jared Kelly, number 55, takes the lead here in control after the Twinhams blinked itself out of first place.
And here come Joe Volpes and Kyle Lynott down pit road. We're having green flag pit stops.
8 pits this time. 12 pits.
Who will be the next to go counteract that
99 pitting.
those guys pitting before they do? See what happens here. Usually we see them pit by manufacturer, not here in Bonfire. It's all by teams.
in pit setting.
And here they come.
FOCM and looks like what's it called? Oh shoot.
Talkies.
Red. Yeah. Red line. I can remember Australian supercar drivers' names, but I can't remember Bonfire team names.
Looks like Jake got a little bit in the wall or missed his pit stop there. I think Mills might have been able to didn't have position on the pit stop as he wanted it.
Now the rest of the field, 55, the 3, and the 50 should be pitting this time.
Going to the wall, Chris. I'm going to the wall.
Here they come.
996 pitting.
Oh, and I believe there might be a yellow. They're going to drive through to maintain this lead. Oh, that might be detrimental. It's close on the fuel number. Can they make it around? Looks like Ryan Twynham's out of fuel.
Oh no. Oh, it's Justin Dwight's gonna give him a little push there. Wow. That's amazing. You know what? Things like this, moments like this, Jared, is what Bonfire Racing League is all about. Getting, just pushing your buddy to, to help get fuel.
Oh, and I think the 55's out of fuel as well.
Get up here and catch the pace car.
The leader of the race is out of fuel.
Damn, you angry. It goes in 3 and 4.
Look at it, fuel pressure's down at 0.
Holding.
He's gonna get a little bump draft there from Jason Landry.
It's good to have. It's nice to have teammates or friends there. So what was the yellow for there, Jared?
I believe it was on pit exit. Dennis Puckett got kind of looped around onto the racetrack.
Oh,
and
that's right. That's right.
coming onto the racing surface, they're going to throw the yellow on that one. But the 50, the 55 are going to pit in a closed pit because they're out of fuel. They have to.
Fuel.
Interesting, Jared. Interesting.
You would think a veteran of the series would not run out of fuel, but accidents happen.
Yeah, you guys are just cutting it close. I didn't know you guys were trying to cut it that close. That's crazy.
Crew chief is definitely going to get fired on Twitter. I guess it's called X now.
It's Twix. We're gonna call it Twix.
Twix.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Well,
because to me it just says X.
Hey, EOL me again, please.
It's like Twitter and Twix. Twix, Twitter and X. Twix.
Well, that's gonna put the 936 up front, I believe.
Yeah, Jared, that looks like the 996 of Chris Campbell's gonna be up in front.
That's right. Close enough. 96, 996. It's whatever.
It's got that good-looking Columbia fishing livery there. With that, looks like a Florida Marlin there on the side of that car. So we got a couple rookies here. We got Campbell. That's that 996 you're looking at. Also Neal, Stephen Neal there. Rocking that 945 number right there. Remember, any 3-digit cars you see are going to be rookies, and then you drive your 3 races, and then you get your permanent number.
I don't know who was behind me there coming off pit, but sorry about that. I think my left tire just touched that yellow line, and it just instantly spun me. I'm sorry about that.
Right here come by more drivers.
The
down pit road.
No
The
problem.
guys that just had to fill up, they're going to top off and get 4 fresh Goodyear tires as well as the rest of the field. But they will have to serve a back of the line penalty for entering a closed pit. Now it's going to put Jax Duvall up front in the 99 Goldfish. Smack that smiles back, Goldfish.
Yeah, Jared, proud to have the Goldfish Pepper Farms sponsorship on that car. Jax is really telling me he worked hard for that sponsorship. Had to order, I forgot how many bags of Goldfishes in order to even get a meeting with them, but it seems like they were able to get that taken care of, and now that is a full sponsorship that Jax Duvall has right now.
But I'm on the lead line, so I don't know what that's for. That's funny.
Yeah, I got the same thing. It's weird.
Yeah, there was an issue with iRacing today with the pit. That yellow really threw things off, but
Yeah, it's gonna make
it's just an iRacing thing, I guess. But the drivers did get it straightened out.
We might need to extend it when the field's all messed up right now. Good.
Are we all lined up on the inside? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Coming off pit exit at 1 to go. Why? Weird. It definitely glitched if anybody got black flags there. Because nobody should have got a black flag for pits being closed.
I definitely did. 42, you gotta go by it. 42.
Well, it's green flag racing still with confusion.
Dude, the 42 just caught the penalty.
Not on purpose, it's not telling you to go by you.
Yeah, you tell them. You stand up for yourself, number 42. Don't let them push you around.
That's the Dennis fault from the clear off.
When it's an iRacing issue, I'm fine with it, but I benefit from it, so I don't know that I really have.
Come on, Dick. Pass him, take him back. Pass him down.
I gotta serve this flag.
Well, there's multiple people on.
I'm over there.
And black flags were just cleared there for almost all of them, so race control definitely doing some major work there after that wonky restart.
Yeah, they are few and far between here getting the black flags cleared. It is a taboo subject here in the Bonfire Racing League. Always leads to hot discussions. But there's Kyle Lynott pushing on that Goldfish car. He wants a bite of that Goldfish fish.
13, are you damaged?
No.
Jax Duvall, Malarkey, Mills, Jake O'Shea, and Campbell all on the lead lap, battling it out. But Joseph Vulpes and Medina, they're going to be bringing up that second group of cars that got strung out. This could be a turning point in the race. We'll just have to see how this turns out if they're able to catch back up to the front of the field.
Yeah, only 6 cars there in that lead pack. Everybody else kind of spread out further apart. As that second pack starts fighting it out between Chris Morrill and the 55. They need to be single file here if they're going to try and catch up to Medina and Joe Vulpes, add more people to their train.
Everyone's going up high, still off Nick.
Yeah, they need to get organized. Not sure what's going on. I think there was issues with the line choice of the front pack leader of why he was running so high. But finally, they seem to figure it out. Jared, you're just like Landry gets a good push there on the 55 of Kelly, but here comes Chris Morrill. He said he's had enough of this outside line. He's going to do things his own way with the help of Derek Jacobs there, the number 42.
Yeah, I don't really know. It just seems like the top lane is faster. It carries that momentum a lot better.
Oh, get a little squirrely up there.
But they are catching the two cars of Medina and Wolpus, and I believe the lap car of Kevin Kyle. Hopefully there's no issues there. Here they come under a second separates them, so they're definitely in the draft.
Oh, looks like Kevin Kyle's going to stay low here for Jared. Oh, what's he's doing? He puts a fuck on Jared Kelly. Oh my God, a lap car. He's apologizing on the radio.
I don't think it matters. He just wanted to be in the way. Oh man, that was scary.
This is going to be lit.
That's funny. I didn't know Justin White could be funny, and there he goes, proving me wrong once again.
Well, now this pack has the hard job of trying to track down the lead pack. About 5.3 seconds to separate them, but they have to get single file. They have to get organized.
I feel so bad for the 31. I think he came back here to help out his teammates with the draft, and he's going to lose the draft as fast as they got up to him. That car is underpowered. I was surprised that car is even out on the track still.
Well, sometimes you have a job to do and you're just committed to that job. As Medina, Landry, and Kelly lead this second pack. They're just losing time.
There you go.
Let's check in with the front group real quick, see how they're all panning out. They're running single file, not battling out, trying to make as much distance as they can from that second group. I don't blame them, with a lot of heavy hitters in that second group. Jack Savall, Kyle not leading this first group. He is the leader of Duvall in the 99.
Yeah, and that last lap, Jax ran a 46.7. That second group ran a 46.7 as well, but they were 100 slower. So pretty equal lap times here. Now this is gonna be the race here as Jason Landry is pushing the 9 car hard down the back straightaway.
Yeah, big push right here. Big momentum off this front. And this momentum off the front that they're creating is just driving this whole train forward even faster.
Hey Dave, where you want me at?
Jack, you got me on my phone now.
making ground on that lead pack, David? Medina?
We are.
Good deal. Let's keep it up, guys.
Yeah, 4-second gap right now between the leader. NASCAR Malarkey. Yep, and you can see the distance now between the two groups.
Now, we're in 10 laps.
Now, Kev, I'm gonna try and talk you through this, but right next to where we can control the pause and stop, there should be a little box under weather for driver inputs. If you ride on board with the 55, he's using a little bit of brake there behind Jason Landry. I don't know if you see it.
I do see it, Jared. Let me, I will work on that right now.
But he is using a little bit of brake as he's just riding on the rear bumper of Jason Landry. He's pushing, he's shoving.
Jared, we were having technical difficulties over there with the dashboard camera, with the telemetry, the STM data there, TMN, too much information telemetry. Yeah, we don't got it. It's disconnected.
All right, we'll have to work on that. But yeah, most of the time people just lift off the gas and then get back on it. The 55, he's actually pushing down on the brake, kind of using the brake to slow his car up from hitting the car in front of him. But it also keeps the RPM up, which also means you're wasting more fuel. But the RPM lets you get back to your normal speed faster.
We're off the back bumper of David Owens right now. Just seeing that other group in the distance behind him, just giving you an idea of how far away that second pack is, and if they can catch them or not, it's going to be very close, as they have not really made up any time on that front group yet. Still a 4-second gap at this moment.
That last time around, Jackson Ball 46.45. David Medina running a 46.3. So the times are fluctuating here. Sometimes the lead pack is faster, sometimes the second pack is faster. But right now, the lines, it's 7 V8. That lead pack has 7 cars, while this second one has 8. So it's pretty equal match here. It's kind of a tall ask for the second pack to try and get up there. They're working as hard as they can, pushing and shoving. As you see that the 55 is pushing the pusher, which usually you don't really want, but desperate times come for desperate measures.
Yeah, you got to let it all hang out right now, Jared. Like you said, there is no time for laying back. You need the strong cars that can push and be pushed up front to drive this train. Go on board with the first group ahead, see what Nick Mills is looking out the front of his window. Big push there by Mills. Woo! Sends the number 15 of Lanat on a ride there. he gives him another big shot here.
That time leaders did a 46.7 and David Medina ran a 46.3. 4/10 gain on that second pack.
Ooh, big sandwich there. As Mills is pushing the envelope there with the 15. They're making him the meat in the sandwich right now.
Yeah, but look at the field, the 4 cars behind them. They're just not hooked up as well as this second group is. That second group is just nose to tail, as if they're fighting for the win here. But right now, they basically are. They're trying to fight to get back up there, have a fighting chance with 21 to go.
And they're definitely making the time up, Jared, as they're already gained a second on that group, like you mentioned. As it's just very apparent this group is a little more organized, tighter together, a little more energy than that first group.
Yeah, about half the back straightaway away is separating these groups. Actually, no, I'm wrong. I was looking at the wrong. It's about a quarter of the straightaway separating the two fields. As now the gap's down to 2.3.
We're looking at the back gearbox off of Chris Campbell there. He's the last car in line on that first group, as we can see now Medina under 3 seconds now through the Vol.
Yeah, that second pack almost gained a second. That whole last lap. That's how hooked up these cars are. You gained a whole second.
Yeah, the top 3 cars in that second group are really driving that energy out of that car. That lane is now they're going to be able to suck off the back of David Buell on the on the front stretch there and really use him as even more momentum.
Yeah, they're going to use him as a slingshot, trying to get a run. But that's going to separate them. That's going to make them lose time.
5.7 and 2 left.
Gap now down to 1.3. Getting really close to the threshold where they can start picking up a tow. David Medina is now under a second. He's picking up the tow from Chris Campbell. But Chris Campbell lost touch.
Oh, baby. Almost pulled a Kevin Kyle there. Woo. Man, we caught that one right at the right time, Jared. That was close. Pony to go here at Daytona.
Yeah, and they basically have to gain about 1/10 and a half to catch up to this lead pack to have a chance for the win. If they keep it up 1/10 per lap, they're not going to have enough to make it. Jason Landry trying to get some airflow to the nose. He's getting hot, sitting right behind. Has no air coming into the nose of that Toyota Camry. He's got to cool off the engine. Can't have that thing blowing up. Not this close to the end of the race. Two seconds separating the two packs. Two-tenths faster that lap. And I believe we're right on board. It's the back of David Owens. You can see that second pack there. They're coming. They're charging.
I got 2.5 laps for the fuel left.
And faster that last lap. It's got to be more if they're going to catch them. Sounds like I'm repeating myself, but that's just how important it is to these cars in the second pack. Cannot be gaining tenths. You have to be gaining multiple tenths.
There's the leaders passing lap traffic now.
Yeah, that's going to slow them up.
Say what going in, Justin? Nope. Just wait. So you're
Big
on
slow up as Jackson gets stuck behind that traffic. Mills peeks his head out as he's going to try to get in front of Jake O'Shea in that outer line. Is he going to make the move? No, he waits too late.
Now the field still has to make one more stop. They're not good on fuel, so we will have one more green flag stop with about 14 to go.
When we go to pit, go on the wall when we go to pit.
99 Philly. 945 gonna pit.
Leonard, if you can go again, we may need to go again. I don't want to be in the middle of this pit. Think we can run over.
And now up front we have cars coming down to pit road.
All right, this time, Brenner, this time.
I was just told I entered a closed pit. How did I enter a closed pit while green?
Now those guys I haven't pitted who were part of that lead pack, they're going to be slowed up now. They don't have the cars or to muster a run, so the second pack's going to be gaining. That means they're also be gaining time on the field and the leader.
Renner and Justin White head off down pit lane as now that second group has attached itself to a couple lap cars in between them.
Go work second back.
.55 got separated from Medina and Jason Landry. He's going to be passing Kevin. He doesn't throw another roadblock in front of him.
No, this time he stays down low, out of the way.
As more pit stops start happening.
I'll let you in front when we go.
There goes the 5.
Good in the air.
Oh, Smorl gets a little loose there. Hits the sidewall of pit lane, loops it. Gets that thing turned around like a pro. It's not his first time spinning a car down pit lane. And as he gets that thing going back down to the pit lane straight and recovers. Could have been a lot worse.
Now when will these guys pit? Landry leading the race.
Thanks, man. Been trying to watch you.
It's going to be interesting to see where they cycle out. The leaders now just leaving pit road. So they're going to whoa up to 60 miles an hour. Leaders now hitting turn 3. It's going to be 2 left side tires and fuel.
Here comes the leaders.
Gotta be careful on this pit exit on 2 left. Fresh tires, you don't want to spin out.
Andrew and Kelly do good cycling out in front of the pack, but they are going to be coming quick, and it's going to be hard for them to blend in with the freight train coming and see what they can do.
Yeah, they have to get up to speed as fast as they can. They know that 2 cars aren't faster than 5. But they just got to push. They got to be strong.
The rest of the field's 2 by 2 behind them, 3 rows back, as these 2 single cars are going to be holding on to dear life as this pack comes closer and closer. Larky makes a move to the outside with Medina behind him. The number 12 with Dennis Bucket and Mick Mills been teamed up most of the day. See what they can do as Dennis gets a little loose there, but gets to settle down behind Medina and company. Justin White is a lap car.
Yeah, but he's going to be helping out the guys he's been helping all race long.
You guys blended it quite well, of Landry and Jared Kelly. Now they are out front controlling that low line. With 10 laps to go here, it is a battle.
Yep. I'm gonna let you know I was going that high.
Here come the lap cars.
David Fuel gets pushed into the wall again. He cannot catch a break as the Joseph Fulpis sends him up into the outer wall. You guys lost all that momentum of that lap car. It was really a turning point there as that outside line did come out in front and now takes over that low line as Kelly and Landry now get cycled back to P2, 3, and 4. But Dennis Puckett and Nick Mills still in the game. 8 laps to go. They are ticking down here.
Yeah, but Jason's got something the other guys don't. The other 2 have only 2 cars pushing them that are teammates. Jason's got 3 people or 2 people pushing him. That's 3 cars in total. That's way faster than 2 if they can get hooked up. But here comes the 12. Gonna be 5 to go.
Hold on, Dennis Puckett. Hold on, baby. Hold on to that car.
I'm staying high.
Here comes another lap car.
Another one. Whoa. go 3 wide by that lap car. Oh, my. Oh, they're wrecking that 22 and Chris Campbell into the wall.
I mean, really, I can't get any more higher.
Damn it. He said he can't get any more higher. 5 to go, no caution. Comes out. We got 5 to go, Jared. I did not see that during the race. Oh, no, caution does come out. 5 to go, Jared. 5 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be an overtime finish now.
Woo! Man, that Chris Campbell making it hard on those leaders getting by him. I think that's the second time I've seen him. He's got one up on the old Kevin Kyle there. I thought Kevin Kyle was going to take that award tonight, but looks like that award's going to old Campbell. All right, Jared. Blood pressure, blood beats per minute.
Don't touch me.
We're way up. Justin White yelling at people not to touch him, so he gets a lucky dog.
Yeah. No pressure, but if you win, you're in the All-Star race.
And there's David Owens letting Dennis Bucket know that he's in control of his own destiny. He wins this, big points on the line, and a trip into the All-Star race where there's $100 prize up for grabs, Jared Kelly. We are racing at Rockingham, the Rock, Alcatraz. It's going to be a barn burner there at Rockingham. Good track, old track, hard racing surface, but we're going to have the All-Star Challenge there, Jared. Are you excited?
We'll see. I don't have any seat time there, so it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be the battle of who has the most practice time at that racetrack. Luckily, we do have 2 weeks to do it. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, the All-Star race is. Uh-oh. Oh crap! I won't be there.
All right, one down, couple more to go.
I'm going to Kansas watching the Cup Series race there, and I won't have anything.
Well, enjoy. That's an awesome trip, Jared. I'm excited for you to go there. I mean, that sounds like a great time.
Yeah, until you hear the weather. Sunday, it's gonna be a high of 99.
Oh, that's sweater weather, man. That's good.
And I don't think it's a night race either.
Well, that'll be good racing on the track. Nice and slippery there.
But yeah, it's a 2 p.m. race there at Kansas.
That's small.
Yo.
Yeah, sorry if the stream's a little, I don't know, it feels choppy on my end. I'm not sure. The numbers look good on the stream, but
It didn't tell me I had any.
my computer's a little,
But yeah, that was
be a little sluggish, but hopefully I get it dialed in next week. Little last minute for me and Jared. It's my fault. I was out there working in the shop, doing some work and cleaning up the shop, and came in here remembering I had to set all this up and how long it takes. So my bad, everybody, if it's a little janky.
Not to mention, Kevin, you're a little bit famous now.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it, Jared. Yeah, I don't like to toot my own horn, but yeah, the old McDriver there reposted my little trophy I made of him, and that's pretty cool, man. I told my wife, she just looked at me like, "Who's McDriver?" And I said, "Don't worry about it. He's a famous, he's a full-time NASCAR driver." And then she kind of understood how cool it was. And then, but I just, like I said, all the support and from all the guys in the league and the opportunity to make these things, I get just practice and getting better at them each time. So just shout out to everyone giving me the opportunity to make them, and glad to make community better. Couldn't do without you guys.
Now, Kevin, you should have gotten that thing signed for your little giveaway.
That'd been badass. That'd been badass.
Man, you should send Michael McDowell a little bit of a DM saying, "Hey, get me tickets to the Kansas race."
So you can sign, so I can have you sign my prototype.
Get me and 2 other people 3 pit passes. Definitely not trying to use your fame as a stepping stool.
My fame.
But yeah, as now it's 1 to go here, overtime for the finish. If you thought the gloves were off before, you're dead wrong.
Yeah, Dennis Puckett up in the driver's seat. Nick Mills has been pushing and helping out Puckett all night long, and see if that continues. You do have Joseph Volpis. He's a little bit of a new car up at the front there, running P3. Malarkey, Medina, Landry, and Kelly all been mainstays up there. And we'll just have to see how this thing all shakes out as that pace car, hopefully, lights are off and they're getting ready to come to the green flag racing, Jared.
Yeah, here we go. Teammates locking out the front row. Dennis takes off.
Mills and company get a little loose at the top, but they regain composure. Going to get this line back going as Malarkey and Medina and Landry are going to be quite a foursome to deal with, as Jack Savall gets a little loose there behind Jared after that push. Going to slow down that inside line maybe.
Yeah, and then they get to the white flag, the next flag ends the race.
Nick Mills trying to do the best he can to stay behind Dennis Puckett. Oh, is he just going to get a hard push there? Mills is not going to have any choice but to keep pushing, as that line is getting slower and slower as the front 73 and the 9 are out to a little bit of a lead here, as Landry and Jared Kelly now coming up with a vengeance. They're pushing hard. There goes the 55 on the outside, followed behind with Jack Duvall, Dennis Puckett, and Nick Mills. Huge push on the outside now. Final lap. White flags. Oh, they're wrecking behind. Dennis Puckett goes wreck. The last front five are still up and ahead. They're getting loose. Jared Kelly gets tapped by the Medina. They're wrecking at the outer barrier wall. They're both spin. They're going backwards. Oh, Malarkey's getting caught. Is he going to make his way through? He does. Malarkey's going to pull out the wind. Oh my God, Jared. We got cars on the infield spread out everywhere. What a finish to this race, Jared. I'm gonna go on board with you there, Jared. Looks like you had a great run there at the end. Let's see what your perspective was. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind this.
On the second incident, if you would have kept low, I think we would have been.
Yeah, that's probably the most heartbroken I've ever been. I was so close to winning a race at Daytona, and it was right there in my grasp. I'd done it so many times in exhibition races and non-points paying races, and honestly got my first win on iRacing at Daytona. So, but yeah, I just had a huge run. I couldn't follow Landry. I had to make the move to the outside. I got a good pusher from Jackson, and then I got a little bit of a net code from Justin Malarkey, and just sent me around. But I did not hit the wall, and I just slammed down on the throttle.
All right, Jared. Now, what happened with that backpack? Let's see. Slow this down and take another look at it here. There you go, jumping to the outside line. Great job. Dennis is in the middle lane here. Jacksonville's going to follow. And at the same time, though, it seems like Dennis gets quite a bit of a run there from Nick.
Oh, yeah. Nick's pushing Dennis there into the back of Jax, and then Jax pushes me. And I think that's what got our momentum pushing forward. And then Dennis just got up the racetrack, and Nick then just tapped him on the left rear, which got him sideways and pointed down. Luckily, Jason Landry not involved there. But that just collects the rest of the field. Nobody was able to escape that as they take up the whole racetrack.
Let's see who else can escape this mess. Oh, that's quite a hit there from Brenner as they Oh, Dennis goes back in front of Jake and gets caught again, hammered. Owens into Chris Smorrell there at the end, just hammer time into the passenger side. Oh man, these guys are making Ryan Priest's accident look like a walk in the park. Oh,
Yeah,
as
I don't
David
even
Owens
know
goes
about
back
that.
down. As David Owens goes back down the track. No, I mean, thank God Ryan's got able to get out of that car, walk out, got to the medical center, and is hopefully going to be okay and back racing. But man, that was a wild wreck last night. But I mean, that's what makes us watch, and what we love the sport. Seeing, you never know what could happen. But congratulations to wow, what a finish there.
Yeah, Justin Malarkey getting the win over Jason Landry and David Medina.
Yeah, great race by everyone put on. Had a couple incidents there, a lot of issues with lap cars. Not issues, but just having to get around them and things like that. You know, we're all learning here and just need to pay attention and do a little bit better with all that. And but no, it's a great job everybody out there today. Remember, next week we are off in the morning for, I think it's Labor Day. And then the following week we're going to be at Rockingham for the All-Star race. So stay tuned for that. And I believe it's last two season winners and pole winners are eligible for the All-Star race. And then there's also going to be other conditions you can win yourself in the open. You can also be voted in. And I think there's also another way to get yourself in there. And then Jared has a series on Thursday nights. It's Dirt Racing series on Thursdays. We have Big Truck and Tuesdays, and that's at night. And then we have we also got Sunday Night Skippy there, broadcast there by Pim and Peter K. Shout out to them for all of the hard work they do. And Jared, hey, thank you for joining me once again, man. It's been a pleasure with you here up in the booth with me. I'm glad you decided to come hang out with me after what I did to you today. But you know, you almost won. I think I might have helped you out with some downforce there, hitting the front end like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I didn't hit you that hard.
All right, man. Well, David, I don't know if David's still here, but if David, you're here, you've got anything else left to say? We're about ready to get on. Oh, David's gone. So, Jared, you got anything else you want to add here before we get out of here?
Not to my knowledge. Just we're off next week, so no broadcast next week. And I don't know if you said it, Kev, but don't forget about Monday Car, the IndyCar series for the Cabot K Racing Network. Still got about, I think, 2 recruitment races, maybe 3. I don't actually know. I just show up, have a good time.
Now, Jared, can I just show up and jump in the car and race it, or do I need to learn all these buttons, like the wedge and the car jacker?
I don't. I just freaking show up and drive my car. If it sucks, it sucks.
All right. Sounds like a plan, Jared. It sounds like I'll fit right in. But I've already done enough damage out here on the racetrack today, so I will have to call it there. But everyone have a good night. God bless y'all. We'll see you in 2 weeks from now. And thanks for all the support. And this is for Jared Kelly and Kevin Kyle. We're all signing out. Have a good night. See you in 2 weeks. Take care.